Hello guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I really do. I'm picking up a message for the divine masculine. Okay. Thus far, I'm over here prepping. I'm trying to light my sage. I don't want it to get all over the place, but that's what I'm doing first. But I am picking up a message for the divine masculine. I'm just curious to see what comes out though. But that's what I'm gathering. I'm thinking too. I'm working out today. I hope I don't get killed. There's some workouts. My arms be sore, my legs be sore. It will not be fun. I'm feeling like I got hit by a Mack truck. For real, for real. I cannot wait until the hot sun is beaming back down on me. I swear I cannot wait. Because I am not here for cold weather. Have never been, never will. It's official. I need all hot sun. Okay? And just a little bit of cool, mild air. That's all. That's all I need. Oh boy, no, we're not doing that. All right. Let that sage continue to burn on out. Do I want to put it right here? Yeah, I'll put it right there. Because I got some food to cook before I go walk out as well. Okay? But yeah, I am hearing a message for the divine masculine so far. Let me get my cards out right here. I got these mother of pearl chips I didn't know I had sitting on top of here. That's just great. I'll put those there. Grab these cards here. These and these. And my mind just drifted to this deck over here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one too. And my beloved one right here. I had some decks on the way. I tried to go catch them at the post office earlier because I really wanted to use them for these readings. And one got sent back already. I was too late. They had just sent it back today. It had originally said the 21st of January. So I didn't think I had time. So I just kind of was like, But then I checked on it and they actually did still have it. But they sent it back already. So now I got to wait for it to get sent back. And then I have another deck, 2 other decks on their way that I can't wait. I ended up being able to get a copy of the Romance Angels Oracle deck. I have been wanting this deck for forever because it's out of print. And I actually found it. I'm excited. Just needed to take a deep breath. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm looking at this deck right here. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. That's what I'm going to start out with the theme. I want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. And I want to thank you guys for viewing my channel. I really appreciate the support. I really do. I send these messages out for y'all, you know. So I really appreciate it. It's funny because I got Embrace here at the bottom of the deck, shuffling so far. I like that card a lot. There's a heart here. Looks like I can't tell if it's the earth or the moon right here because it's like 2. I really can't tell. So let's just call it the earth, okay? Let's just hypothetically call this the earth, right? But there's a earth that this man is standing behind, right? And then there's an earth within the earth. And then within that, there's a heart and there's roots. And it's saying embrace. Just wanted to put that out there. And you see the yellow, his solar plexus is just beaming. I've been hearing a lot of messages in regards to the solar plexus, like really, for real. I just made some jewelry for someone in regards to the solar plexus. I've been doing a lot of research about the solar plexus. It's really powerful chakra, actually. Really powerful. I want to encourage people to like do more research on chakras, because they're actually more, they are more, what is the word that I'm looking for? Okay, so let's talk about our throat, for example, right? They always talk about, what is that famous cold that every kid always got? Sore throat. No, what is it? Dang. Strep throat. That's what it's called. I'm trying to remember, right? They always talk about strep throat, right? But really, down beneath the surface of the strep throat, it has something to do with your throat chakra, your energy levels. It does. Yes, kids attract bacteria and germs all the time, but I guarantee you it depends on the environment that child is in and what they're eating. I can almost guarantee you, because it's connected to your throat chakra. And so in the midst, I broke it down because a lot of people have a hard time understanding. Physical grounding, right? Grounding would be the spiritual aspect. Physical would be the physical aspect of the solar plexus, which the physical aspect with them actually breaking down the solar plexus with the medical terminology name and the scientific uses as to how the world sees it. That's what I equal to physical, okay? Grounding will equal spiritual. So in a sense, on the spiritual side as well, metaphysical, you will also have to make sure that your solar plexus chakra is, you are working diligently every day to balance and align it, because it goes hand in hand, right? As so above, down below. Okay, it goes hand in hand. That's why the chakra is a energy wheel. It spins. They spin. Okay, and they have to keep spinning in balance, because if it doesn't, then it throws you off. Now we get back to the physical, the grounding, the physical state, which is also grounding. Okay, the physical state, something's off. Okay, so now you're having problems and ailments that are associated with the solar plexus and the solar plexus chakra. I hope that makes sense for somebody, for y'all out there, because I'm breaking it down the best way I can as I'm learning. Okay. Sometimes some people can't handle all that, the galaxy talk. They just need you to try to break it down as simple and plain as you can. And I'm trying to do that. All right. And I don't know why I'm seeing a bunch of rainbows everywhere right now. It's so weird. Okay, so let's, my little rant. All right, angels, can I get some cards for the theme, please? Can I get some messages for the theme, please? Can I get some messages for the theme, please? Can I get some message? Ooh, okay. All right. Well, then these are, I hope these is 3 or 4 cards, but I received Just Breathe with a number 4 here. And I notice the yellow dress she has on for the solar plexus. Someone's, they're wanting you to not be so overwhelmed. That's what I'm already reading from this. Like, they want you to like try to calm your anxiety that you're feeling. I'm trying to put this where you can see it. All right. See, that's too far back. Let me see something here. It's the position of the phone, perhaps. All right, well, you know this card is Just Breathe, okay? She has on that yellow dress. And I know there's a lot of blue around there. All right. So let's see what other messages they have. Shine. Once again, all that solar plexus energy. Shine here. I don't know why am I so off with, like, every video I knock down cards. I'm like, this is just ridiculous. And then we have, ooh, Blossom with this solar plexus here. Wow. Now, remember earlier we talked about those roots that was in that, I don't know if it was the earth or the planet. You see the green around there? It's like real earthly. That is dope. Let me see. We get that there, okay? And then we have control at the bottom. Looks like somebody might be learning how to release control. Let's find out. All right? So, yeah, it looks like someone is learning how to release control. That is really dope. So I'm going to grab this Heal Yourself deck and let's see what is going on for the situation, okay? And whomever these messages are for, this Just Breathe card, it looks like this is new for you. You're not used to that. You're not used to like controlling things. Like when I say that, it's like, and that's why that solar plexus energy is there, because in this solar plexus, when you have an unhealthy, unbalanced solar plexus, it's just fear. So you try to manipulate others, you try to control others, you try to control situations, you even try to control your own self, right? You're not well versed at letting go or letting things flow, which had something to do with home. That's all. The foundation, that's why those roots are there. I'm seeing now why. Because the foundation at home didn't allow you to learn how to freely release and let go and just breathe and know that everything was okay, because you had a chaotic foundation to start with. Everything was just kind of like all over the place, and you know, you were always uncertain as a child. You didn't really have stability. You didn't know, you know, what was going to happen, right? You probably had some parents that, for some of you, you probably had a mother who moved a lot, and you probably were always going to different schools, right? I'm hearing like some of you have friends who, like, your friends had stable homes and everything just always looks so organized and perfect. But in your childhood and your, you didn't even like want your friends to come over your house, I'm hearing, because like when you would go over their house, it was the total opposite of what you had. So you knew like it would throw your friends off, I'm hearing. Like you feared even possibly not even having your friends anymore because of that. Because somehow, whoever this is, as a child, you were very intelligent, but you came from an environment where it was like abusive. So you really didn't know how intelligent you really were, because you were always told that, or the things that were said in your household, that you really weren't, or you perceived that you weren't because of the kind of household you were in. And the friends that you did have who were intelligent, they seemed to have like a more stable household than you. So you kind of compared intelligence with a stable household, right? Interesting. And because you compared intelligence with a stable household, I'm hearing you you like counted yourself out of life. You didn't think you mattered. You didn't think you were important. I'm hearing that you didn't even understand how to matter, or you didn't even understand how to think you were important. You didn't understand because you had to always worry about other people but yourself. Okay. I'm hearing that you were spiritually gifted as a child. This is heavy. I'm trying not to get emotional. I'm hearing that you were spiritually gifted as a child, but you didn't know it. And so you basically were parenting others around you in an unhealthy way. So basically, with you associating intelligence with stability and like a peaceful life, you counted yourself out of that because you didn't have that in life. But that's because you were spiritually gifted. You were able to already feel people. You were already able to read people, but you weren't aware of it. So even though you knew certain things or you felt certain things, you discounted it out, or you didn't put any value to it. I'm hearing, because you had already associated yourself, so to speak, I don't want to say like a loser, but you had already associated yourself with not almost not being worth having a good life. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages, and I'm just trying to I'm trying to bring it out as much as I can, because they're having me channel right now. Because somebody needs to hear this. So it's almost like you've been going around a hamster wheel since you were a child. Meaning, like, in a spiritual sense, you had already knew what you knew. But because of the foundation you had at home, you doubted what you knew, and you doubted your abilities, and you doubted your gifts because you didn't have no one at home to nurture those for you. Okay? Some of you could have came from a home where they were really religious, church this, Jehovah's Witness, whatever the case may be. But somewhere deep down inside, you knew that that wasn't it. Like, you knew who you already were, but you really couldn't quite understand or grasp that because you were a child. And if you're growing up in a home where they deal with religion and things like that, they're going to shoot that down every second. That's not going to be encouraged. So there won't be any room to nurture your spiritual gifts in a home like that. And that's the spiritual aspect of that, okay? On the spiritual, I'm comparing this to the solar plexus again. The spiritual metaphysical part of the solar plexus, okay? Your spiritual gifts, okay? So if no one nurtured that at home and there was no foundation there, those spiritual gifts, you always had them, but as they were trying to mature and wanting to grow, there was no room for them to grow in that environment, okay? Just like with trees and plants, the soil has to be a certain type of soil for it to grow to its fullest potential, to its really healthy state. If the soil is no good, the what am I trying to say? It's on the tip of my tongue. The actual tree, the actual plant will not be any good. Okay, it won't bloom to its fullest potential. Okay, that's what I'm hearing for some. But so on your grounding aspect, which will be home, your childhood, okay, you having these gifts. By you not having that foundation at home, it affected your spiritual gifts, your sense of self, okay? It is important to know your sense of self, because as you're bringing in your spiritual gifts, you have to be able to trust yourself, okay? You have to be able to trust your intuition. You have to. And if that's shaky, then how can you really trust yourself with the gift that God wants to give you, your spiritual gifts? That's why that's important. And that's why they had me channel that message. Whew. That is, must have had a really tough childhood. My heart goes out to you. I really do. But God is trying to show you something different, okay? And I'm hearing for some of you, you blame yourself for that. You blame yourself for like not trusting in yourself at that age, or in any, for some of you, for any at any point in your life, because at some points in your life you knew what you knew, but you weren't trusting in what you already knew, and then when it came out to play, when it came to the forefront, you looked back and was like, I knew that was going to happen. But to take it deeper, you couldn't understand why you knew that was going to happen, but you also were like, why can't I trust myself enough to know that when I know what I know, I know. You were always searching like for that answer. And it's because you had some control issues, but those control issues came from your childhood of the uncertainty. So you probably were the type of person that always like parented your parents. Your parents really didn't parent you parented them. You probably were the child that were like, had a job at an early age, or had some bills in your name when you were a kid, or things like that. People don't like to talk about that, especially in the for lack of a better term, the Black community. But it's a reality, and it needs to be spoken on, because these types of things really affect children. Like, children are children, So these types of things really affect children. And I'm hearing for some of you, you were a very sensitive kid. So this really had even more of an impact on you. Okay? And I'm hearing some of you were an empathic kid. So it really had an impact on you. You had like that and other spiritual gifts is what I'm hearing. You have to be gentle with all kids, but especially even more gentle with a sensitive child. Angels, what message do you want to send me for the situation? Okay, we got one card that fell out. Okay, let's see. All right, cycles. See, yep. And it's in reverse with the solar plexus. And we got procrastination here in reverse. Wow. So yeah, you're letting go control. You're tired of going through this. Before I pulled these cards, I had channeled this. You have been going through this for a while. And you're tired of going through this. You want to change. You want to see, you're realizing your worth, which is also related to the solar plexus. You're knowing your value. And you're like, I'm ready to go after what is meant for me. Procrastination in reverse. So that's why they sent these cards out, only two, and in reverse, because I just channeled the situation, okay? So that was them basically confirming what I channeled to you guys, okay? So for whoever that message is for. Let's see what's the action to take for this. This is a beautiful reading. Congratulations. I'm going to do, I don't know, I want this energy deck. Okay. As I was shuffling this deck, this card just happened to be like just popped out like in the way. Adjacent possibilities. So I'm just going to put that out there. This message is for, this is a universal message. It's going to be for divine feminine or divine masculine. Masculine! Jeez, Louise. And with that heart card in the earlier, this is a twin flame situation. You're also getting prepared to learn how to love because you didn't learn that at home. That's what I'm hearing. Ooh, okay, that's way too many. Way too many. Way. This Jeez, Louise. Cornucopia card popped out. Okay, that popped out separate from all those other cards that were in the deck. So this is a sign for me to take that. I'm going to do another shuffle, okay, from this deck. Cornucopia is everything. It's love. It's everything. It's everything. And I noticed on there's an 11 for a master number. I just did a reading. I'm going to post that as well where this number came out. I think even this card. I don't remember right now, so don't quote me. But number 11 is a master number. And you see again, it's all this yellow right here for the solar plexus again. I'm confirming that again. I just did a waist bead for somebody with solar plexus energy. And I just have a real good feeling for her because we did a reading first for her. And I just have a really good feeling about this for her. All right, let's see here. All right, angels, is there another message that you would like to send, or have you gotten your point across? Okay, it says the temple path here. Then I got this daughter spirit in reverse. So I just want to see that because that's at the bottom of the deck. So let me clarify that. What do I want to clarify that with? I'm going to clarify this daughter spirit card. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick. Because it's funny, this temple path card is a number 12 right after the number 11. So I just want to see something. Okay. All right, they're saying for me to read this out loud for somebody. The temple path, spiritual purpose and support. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. Okay, so you chose this. This card upright is here to tell you that what you are going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction, and the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is wonderful. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways. And connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. Okay, so now I understand why the daughter spirit is here in reverse, okay? this is a transformation process. Like you're coming out of one cycle, and that cycle, what it looks to be is releasing control. Okay. You're gaining back your sense of self. You are gaining back a whole healthy solar plexus. So that's why this door to spirit is in reverse, because this is like a challenge, like a test almost, to see if you're going to revert back to what you're used to doing. Okay. But this is, while you're in this present moment right now, you're on the right path. Okay. That's why I read that card. So you have to make sure that you're making the right choices, the right decisions, connecting more with spirit, etc., to get to your ultimate place. And that's the action to take. I'm going to get one more card for the outcome. And I'll see you guys at another time. But so far, this has been a beautiful reading. I'm going to use this Butterfly Oracles cards because I feel that this is fitting. Because you are blossoming, my darling. Whether you are a male or female, you're blossoming. So it is so befitting to pull out the Butterfly Oracle deck. Excuse me, guys. I need to write this down before I forget it. All right. Just real quick, I had to do that. All right. These cards are kind of thin. How many is in this deck? Only 44. All right. Angels, what last message do you have for them today? What last message do you have for us today? Okay, there's 2 cards that fell out. New exercise program. So the divine is saying, while you're gaining back in your sense of self, go do something that makes you feel good. Do something that nourishes your temple. Go exercise. Go do yoga. Meditate. This is going to help you get more grounded, and this is also going to help you with your connection spiritually. Okay. I notice all the purple around this butterfly. And this one says healthcare change. Some of you could be changing jobs. Some of you could be nurses. You could be possibly getting a promotion, or you could be moving to another department. Or some of you could be losing your job just so you can get more to who you really are. And I say that because I have this courage card at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So some of you are in the healthcare field and you don't really like it, but you don't have the courage to leave, is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing after this corona virus and all this happened, you've seen some things in the healthcare field that turned you off, that were really ugly. And it's like this is no longer your passion. I'm hearing that it got to you in a way where, you know, your heart was affected. You're probably depressed now. You're probably not more of yourself. Like, this is draining you, basically. And they're saying you need to get the courage to get out of there, because that's basically a nudge from spirit saying, like, you're right. This is not you. You need to walk away, but you're worried about finances or material things like that. Right? That's what I'm hearing. I'm going to clarify this courage card in reverse. That's for some of you. Or some of you just need to change possibly the way you eat. I'm going to read this right quick. Healthcare change. This card is a loving sign for you to protect your health by acknowledging the changes in your body. Most likely, you'll seek professional advice from a physician, neuropath, dentist, optometrist, or a nutritionist so that you can plan how to best manage your health. Stay positive and also proactive. Preventative treatment is called for as a way to empower you to stay healthy for many years to come. Okay, so yeah. All right. I don't need to get a card to clarify that just yet, but I got adult children here, right? So some of you even, there's a couple of messages here. Some of you also probably work with like people at work that are like just mean-spirited. I'll just say that. And that's also that's the reason like why you're wanting to leave, because the things that you've seen are ugly, and they're confirming it with this adult children's card. Like you saw some really ugly things at work and it turned you off. And this is not something that you've seen from like just somebody that's a medical assistant or something. Whoever you've seen this from these are like people in really powerful places and really powerful positions, okay? And they can affect people's lives drastically. And the things that you saw, like it not only got to your heart, it got to the pit of your stomach, like your gut. It made you sick to your stomach, which is not healthy for your solar plexus. And that is why the divine is saying have the courage to walk away from these adult children where you work. That's the message for somebody. Okay? That's why courage is in reverse. And then the other message for somebody else is you need to change your way of eating. You also need to exercise more. Some of you may have some people around you trying to dictate how you eat and your diet. I'm hearing that too as well. Let me clarify this courage card real quick before I close this reading out. Yeah, because staying in a job that's not healthy for you, that literally is draining you, does fuck with your sense of self, okay? Because once you figure out that that's not who you truly are, you can't close your eyes to that. You can't turn back from that. You know, that's in your soul. So once you come to that realization, it's time to make a move. Because if not, you're going to drain yourself and your life force. Okay? Whoever you are, you look like you worked hard to get where you are. So don't kill yourself, or don't revert or reverse what you've done. Divine is saying have the courage to change it. Have the courage to walk away. So I just want to clarify this courage card in reverse. All right, one card then flipped out. Knight of Cups. Whoever this person is, they have a very big heart. Like they care a lot about people. Also an empathic person. So it's not that you really don't have the courage to walk away. You just don't know how because of your heart condition. But the divine is saying, like, overcome that. It's okay to have a big heart. It's okay to be loving, but don't allow yourself to be used in the process. Okay? Is what I'm getting from that. Have the courage to set some boundaries. Is what I'm getting from that. Have the courage to set some boundaries. Don't allow people to dictate and tell you what to do, because that also affects your solar plexus. A people pleaser. People pushing you around, you pleasing other people, you listening to what other people got to say and their opinions instead of living your own life, okay? Because this 10 of Pentacles is in reverse to confirm that. Don't miss out on your 10 of Pentacles based on what other people have to say, okay? I want you guys to have the courage to make those moves because you're heading in right now in this moment, you're in a really good spot, okay? Please keep it just that way. Till next time. Oh, okay, somebody's www.mysticchick.com is my website where I specifically make jewelry guided specifically for your energy, specifically to help assist you on your soul's journey. That is the whole purpose for this, okay? So if you choose, check it out. Until next time, love yourselves, please, okay? Keep this radiation beaming. You don't want to miss your cornucopia. You want to shine and you want to blossom. So just breathe. It's going to be okay. Deuce.